Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Paul's Stuff, place where I talk about things I love, lots of Star Wars, other things as well, lots of lightsabers at the moment. So this week I wanted to talk about a lightsaber hilt I got a couple of weeks ago. It's an Episode 3 version of Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. But before I get into that, I just wanted to cover a couple of other things that I've received and that I've done over the past week or so. The first being, I got a new lightsaber case. Been looking at these for a little while. This is kind of like a long version of the lightsaber cases that I've been showing previously. I believe it's made by LGT. Same sort of setup. It's got the combination locks on there, and then when you open it, this particular one is set up for blades along the back. Now I've found I can get 3 blades in here. I've got 32-inch ones in at the moment, hence the spacers at either end, but you can carry 36-inch ones in here as well. And then you have the 3 spaces at the bottom, which are hilt sized, so you can carry 3 hilts, which is kind of how this is set up at the moment. I like to have a microfiber cloth with each of my hilts to wrap them up in when I'm transporting them. Or you could have 2 hilts and equipment to look after, maintain your hilts, battery chargers, that sort of thing. Or you could have 1 hilt and lots of space for tools and things. Great little case, really nice hard case, solid build. As I say, it will take all of that equipment. There's enough space in here for 3 complete sabers. You can get 3 blades and 3 hilts in here. Absolutely fantastic. So that was the first extra thing I wanted to talk about. I've also this week decided that I will weather my Graflex lightsaber. So here it is. This is an LGT Graflex that I got from Padawan Outpost. Originally, when I got it, it was the sort of bright chrome finish that you get on many LGT lightsabers. I'd already painted the inner sleeve in a semi-gloss black. I'd also changed, it came with like an Empire Strikes Back version of the clamp card. I changed that for the bubble version. Painted those little screws on the grip section black, but now I've weathered it as well. So it's had a wash of black Tamiya semi-gloss paint, watered down with just plain water. Slosh that all over, wipe it off with a paper towel, wait for that to dry. Just leaves paint in all the little crevices and hard to get at places. Sorry, should have said also before I did that, I've rubbed the whole thing down with high grit sandpaper just to give it a little bit of texture to the metal. 320 and 500 grit sandpapers I've used, and I just hit it with actually the handle of a pocket knife just to give a few extra little dings. Then I've done the paint. So black wash. It's then had a wash with MIG track wash, which is like a dark brown enamel wash. Again, that's wiped back off. Once all of that has dried, I then just gave it a couple of coats with Tamiya TS79 semi-gloss clear spray, which is a really nice semi-gloss acrylic clear coat that gives you this lovely satin finish on these sort of metal, these sort of chromed metal finishes. So there we go.
Blast shield down, I can't even see. How am I supposed to fight?
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
So it's still got the Golden Harvest V3 soundboard in it. Really not getting on with that. So as soon as Padawan Outpost have restocked, I'll be getting a Xenopixel core to put in this, so that it basically operates the same as the other sabers I've got. So that's my weathered Graflex. Hope you can see that okay. Hopefully it's not focusing on my face, it's focusing on the saber itself. All now nicely weathered. So on to the main purpose of this video, which is this little beauty here. Once again, you know, most of my sabers come from Padawan Outpost. It's an LGT saber. This is their Obi-Wan. It's basically an Episode 3 version of Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber. It's also the lightsaber that Obi-Wan Kenobi seems to be using in the recent Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series. When I first got this, I was quite shocked at just how different this is to my Episode 4, and I've got that with me at the moment just so that I can give you a comparison. So you're listening, this one is the Episode 4, this is the Episode 3. You can see it's taller, it's slimmer. The edges are more rounded on it because this one is made from found parts, and this one was machined for the movie, so there is a difference in them. So there's a quick comparison of the two. Hope you can see that okay. So what's this lightsaber like? Well, it's got a Xenopixel core, so it does all of the things that my other lightsabers do. I've set most of my lightsabers up now with sound fonts that are limited to that character from where these hilts were used. So my Episode 4, for example, just has 3 Episode 4 Obi-Wan fonts on it. This has 2 Episode 3 fonts, and it's also got the new Ben font from Kyberphonics, which is an Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series font. I really like this hilt. I think the one thing that maybe lets it down a little bit is the depth of the blade socket in the emitter. That's down to the design of the lightsaber. It would be very difficult to make it any deeper. It's really quite shallow on this one. The other thing I don't particularly like about this lightsaber is that you have to pretty much dismantle it completely in order to get to the SD card inside, to change any of the sound fonts and things. With the Episode 4, you can just unscrew the bottom of the hilt and straight away there's the SD card. There's a charging port as well. Everything's accessible on it. It's really nicely done from that point of view. However, with the new Episode 3, all you can get access to by screwing the pommel off is the charging port. It's got a USB-C charging port. This one now has also been upgraded to a 24mm Elite Smugglers Outpost speaker, which has given it a little bit more volume but a lot more quality of sound over the LGT speaker that it came with. Fairly simple to change, but yeah, a little bit disappointing with this is if I take off the top end, which unscrews, that doesn't give you any access to the battery or the SD card either. You literally have to take this section apart in order to get to it, which I'm not going to do here on video. Got gesture control on it, so when you screw it back together, if it's turned on, it will do that. I'll pop a blade in. In fact, I won't pop a blade in because I haven't got a screwdriver with me. But you know what the Xenopixel does anyway, and this has a light blue blade for Obi-Wan. So yeah, this is an episode 3 sound font. I think this is a K-Sith one, maybe a Kyberphonic one. Blaster block. Quotes.
Oh, this is going to be easy.
These are all quotes from
I sense a trap.
episode 3. Gesture control on the board as well, as I said. The next font is also an episode 3 Obi-Wan Kenobi. Slightly different.
Oh dear. Oh, this is going to be easy.
Same quotes. I tend to put the same quotes on for the movie that they come from. And then the last one.
It's just Ben these days.
This is the new Ben font from Kyberphonics, which is Obi-Wan's lightsaber from the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series. Quite different ignition. Blaster blocks. I love how some of them have like a ricochet sound on those as well. Quotes.
Only when the eyes are closed can you truly see the way.
So the way I set up those quotes on the Xenopixel, you can have force effects. So I just name all of the quotes so that they play when you trigger a force effect, and it'll go through, I think, pretty much as many of those as you put on it. What do I like about this? I love the size of it. I love that it's a little bit smoother. It doesn't feel quite so aggressive in your hand. It's nice to move around. It's got the cover tech wheel on it, which I think I probably prefer over the D-rings from the original trilogy. It's just a lovely looking saber. I've got the same blade plug in it as I have in my episode 4 Obi lightsaber. That's a baselit Hope blade plug, which has had the centerpiece removed and has been cut down. You saw this feature earlier, but one of the nice things with this new thin neck design is that instead of the old design where there was a cable that went up through to the emitter with a plug that you had to undo, if you want to take the emitter section off, LGT have put basically a standard core with a NeoPixel connector on the end and a NeoPixel blade connector on the inside of the emitter section, the grenade and emitter section, which means now you can take this off separately, and you can put it back on separately. Without having to undo plugs and worry about wiring getting stretched and things like that. It's really nice, particularly handy as you have to dismantle the hilt in order to get to the SD card. So that is my one big gripe with this hilt. But I love it. I've used it at a couple of troops. It performed really, really well. I find the Xenopixels are great for those sort of environments. And the LGT hilts are brilliant for those environments. You're not worried about it too much if it has an accident while you're out. So yeah, that's my episode 3 / Obi-Wan Kenobi series lightsaber. Available from Padawan Outpost. I believe they also now do a weathered version, which is even more like the Obi-Wan series lightsaber. Obviously that series portrays this lightsaber when it's 10 years older. This one is more episode 3 really. Yeah, recommend Padawan Outpost. Fantastic family run company. I believe they're just expanding their operation. There'll be a link in the description at the bottom of how you can get to their website. They're restocking soon and are promising to have a lot more stock going forward. So yeah, if you want one of these, I can highly recommend getting one from Padawan Outpost. I think that's all I have to say about this one, so I'll sign off for now. Hopefully you're still enjoying the videos. If you are, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you like the video, then definitely give it a thumbs up, give it a like. You can also find me on Facebook. I'm down in the description. There's a link to Facebook and a few Facebook groups that I post to regularly. Jacka's Wonderful World of Star Wars, great little site that is just gaining some traction. Highly recommend it. If you're a Star Wars fan, go and take a look. Yeah, so hope you're enjoying the channel, hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.